About the worst hit states in the country when it comes to the total number of cases that each state is reporting in this 24-hour cycle. Well, Maharashtra, which had seen a dip in the last few days or so, has seen a surge. Once again, look at the number of cases crossing the 62,000 mark once again in Maharashtra. Southern India seems to be affected now when it comes to the worst performing states. When it comes to the total number of new cases getting reported, Karnataka crossing the 49,000 mark in just 24 hours. Kerala with over 42,000 cases. Tamil Nadu again an area of concern with 24,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. In North India, we have UP reporting 26,000 cases of COVID-19. And remember, this is the 24-hour count. Let's talk about the state of Karnataka that we just mentioned. Well, this state is in news for the wrong reasons because it is reporting close to 500,000 new cases of COVID. And the Chief Minister has said that there is a possibility of a complete lockdown. He said it might be inevitable really to go in for a lockdown, and that a decision is going to be taken in 2 days or so. This as the state yesterday reported over 49,000 fresh cases. With this, the active case tally has breached the 5 lakh mark. 328 people also died in the state in the last 24 hours. Bangalore city, the capital, has reported 23,000 fresh cases alone. The active case tally in Bangalore alone is 3 lakh. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has dismissed the centre's petition challenging the Karnataka High Court order that had directed the centre to allocate 1,200 metric tons of oxygen to the state of Karnataka.
The COVID cases in Karnataka seems to be rising, with crossing the 50,000 mark. Even after 1 week of lockdown being announced, the cases has not come down. The hospitals also are completely full with no beds available. The government is of an opinion that the reason that the cases are rising is that 10 to 15% who have tested positive are untraceable. Mostly their phones are switched off or they're not receiving their phone call. Now the Home Department has been roped in. The Civic Department has been roped in to make sure that all these positive patients will be traced, and these are the spreaders of this disease is what the government said. The government is also looking at streamlining the bed system because there was a bribe for bed scam that was unearthed just 2 days back, and now the CM has called for an audit, and the ministers have been given charge of making sure that the beds availability have been streamlined of remdesivir, oxygen and ICU as well. The Karnataka government on war footing is trying to build 4,000 ICU beds in Bengaluru city alone so that beds are available. This will be done in 2 to 3 weeks is what we are told from the government, but the lockdown might be extended because the cases of number of cases in Karnataka as well as Bengaluru has not gone down. The average cases has remained 48,000 to 50,000 in the last 2 days. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
Whereas Bangalore grapples with record cases of COVID-19, COVID warriors are working round the clock to battle the pandemic. Well, these are the Pora Karmikas who clean up the city's garbage and medical waste. They're now out on streets protesting against basic safety gear not being given to them. On Thursday, the sanitation workers staged a sit-in protest as they mourned the death of their colleague who worked in the Banaswadi ward. She was hospitalized after contracting COVID-19 and passed away on Wednesday night. Shouting slogans, these sanitation workers demanded that the Bengaluru civic body BBMP immediately provide them with adequate safety gear, timely payment of salaries and also financial aid.
ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಣ ನಾವು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಶೀಲಮ್ಮ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಡೆತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಉಸಿರು ಆಡ್ದಿರ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ವಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಹಂಗೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರು ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ 10,000 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ನಮಗೆ 10,000 ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸನೇ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Well, we have some breaking news just coming in. Crowds again descend at the Mecca Masjid in Hyderabad for Friday prayers. Remember, there were concerns in Hyderabad in the Charminar area. Today there is, as you can see from these pictures, no norm of social distancing is being followed. Many are not wearing masks and COVID regulations are being completely flouted. Many such pictures came in from various worship places cutting across religious lines. So it's not just Hyderabad but many cities also and many other religious places. Ashish is joining us with more details on that story. This is a crowd for a namaz in Hyderabad again in News for the Wrong Reasons, where we had seen many people there gather in the Char Minar area. Also, just tell us, since it's the same city, what is the administration going to do about this, Ashish?
Yes, Neha, you are absolutely right. Yet again, today is the last Friday prayer of a holy month of Ramadan, and hundreds and thousands of people gathered at the historic Mecca Masjid at the Char Minar premises and near to Char Minar, in fact. And they offered the last Ramadan prayer, last Friday Juma prayer at the Mecca Masjid. Yes, we can question the violation, the gathering, because Hyderabad, like other cities and other metros, Telangana, like other state of the country, also witnessing sharp surge in COVID-19 cases. Though government of Telangana has clearly said, in fact the Chief Minister has clearly said that there is no need to impose lockdown in the state, but still Hyderabad and Telangana has night restriction, night curfew. Meanwhile, PIL is being filed in Hyderabad High Court, Telangana High Court, and their High Court has in fact asked the state government to consider more restriction to curb the COVID-19 rising cases. Amid all these things, these kind of gathering definitely raising serious questions. We have spoken to the police, the Hyderabad City Police. They say that they have booked cases against those violators. But again, it's a fact that people are gathering for prayers, for shopping, for other events in large numbers, violating all the social distancing protocol, all other COVID-19 protocols, Neha.
All right. Ashish, thanks for getting us up to speed with that, Ashish, with that report from Hyderabad. And as India faces an unprecedented shortage of oxygen, the producers of this life-saving gas have ramped up their capacity. India today visited Inox Air Products, the largest oxygen manufacturing plant in India. They've ramped up their capacity to meet 300% jump in supply. My colleague Tanushri Pandey gets us the strong report.
Working flat out, ramping up production as fast as possible. This in the middle of a suffocating surge. The largest manufacturer of industrial and medical gases in India, Inox Air Products is boosting capacity to fill paralyzing shortage of oxygen. Vineet Tyagi is managing this huge plant in Uttar Pradesh's Modi Nagar, catering to northern India. His own sister is under intensive care at a Delhi hospital. But Tyagi is staying at this unit 24/7 to keep it running.
That's my moral responsibility, ma'am. And it's the responsibility that citizen have towards his nation basically first. See, families are meant because of the nation. If I can't serve my nation, then where my family will survive? Yes, she is fighting, and I know that my sister is a fighter. She will definitely come out of that situation. But lots of other families are also under crisis. I can't let them down because my family is in a panic situation this time. So for all those families, I am working here, and I am working till my patients will allow me to do and help them.
Before COVID struck, India produced 7,200 tons of oxygen a day, of which only 15% was used for medical purposes. Now, the total capacity has been increased to 9,200 tons by converting industrial oxygen into medical oxygen. Point-to-point express trains, Air Force jets and additional tankers are scrambling to fill critical gaps in the supply chain. The goal being sending the life-saving gas to the last mile in time. Manpower and morale of workers are vital, especially when the pandemic is spreading like a firestorm.
There has to be some system lags are there. Otherwise, the situation can't be so much sarcastic this as it is now. We have to be controlling very much earlier than this type of situations will arise in this scenario. Previously, my responsibility to maintain the production of the plant up to the level of the design limit. पर आज मेरी प्राइमरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थोड़ा डिफर हो गई है इन दिस कोविड सीन. अब मेरी प्राइमरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है मेरी टीम को मोटिवेट रखना, बिकॉज दे आर माई जेम्स एंड विदाउट देम वी आर नथिंग.
Transporting liquid oxygen in the face of the current wave of devastation, Pankaj Singh has not seen his family for the last 1 month. All he has been doing is moving the tankers to overrun hospitals, getting oxygen to where it is needed the most.
परिवार में हमारे माताजी, पिताजी, मेरी वाइफ, मेरे बच्चा, एक मेरा ब्रदर है और मेरी ब्रदर की
कहाँ रहते हैं?
हम रोहिणी.
आप मिल नहीं पाए उनसे? कितने दिनों से नहीं मिल पाए?
पूरा ऑलमोस्ट 25 दिन हो चुके हैं. मैंने उनकी शक्ल भी नहीं देखी. एक जगह उधर हॉस्पिटल्स, मेरे घर के पास में कई हॉस्पिटल्स है, तब भी मेरा जाने का वहाँ समय मैं इसलिए नहीं निकालता क्योंकि अगर मैं उधर घर से मिलने जाऊँगा तो क्या पता कोई और अपने घर वालों से ना मिल पाए. ऑलमोस्ट सब हॉस्पिटलों में ऐसा हो रहा है कि हम बिल्कुल एट द टाइम ऑफ मोमेंट पे पहुँचते हैं कि जब ऑक्सीजन ख़त्म होने वाली होती है. और भगवान की दुआ से ऐसा अभी तक नहीं हुआ कि कहीं मैं ऐसा लेट पूछा हूँ कि कुछ ऐसी दुर्घटना हुई हो. इसी दुआ से भगवान ने अभी तक बचा के रखा है. इस काबिल हमें बनाया है कि ये काम हम कर रहे हैं.
From workers making liquid oxygen to drivers transporting it, every person at Inox Air Products is working 24/7 to ensure no one loses their life due to shortage of oxygen. Now, the success of oxygen therapy in the COVID treatment means there will be sustained demand for liquid medical oxygen in the months to come. And one of the biggest producers of medical oxygen is confident of meeting that demand, provided the center and the states work in tandem. With camera person Nasir Khan in Modi Nagar in UP, I'm Tanushree Pandey for India Today.